I was raised on the streets of Crimson City and would have died on them had I not displayed the ability to wield the arcane arts. Word of my powers spread, and I was taken from my mother to be trained as an Inquisitor. What happened to her, I still don't know. Sometimes I have a dream of being born. The rain splashing, my mother's labored breathing, and the sound of a mandrake screaming.
We serve him through serving you. 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 We serve him through serving you.
He is the world's salvation, as I am yours.
And forever shall be.
What's in there? You're all wondering. Ominous, isn't it? We all know why the walls around our capital exist. This world fell to the forces of darkness before many of you were even born. Only here, in Crimson City, with our faith in the Divine One and the power he bestows on me, can we thrive in a corrupt world. As the sun fades, its light is replaced by shadows and the terrors that lurk within them. We all fear the night, but what if it had a face? Abominations, apostates, sorcery, famine, disease. There is a root from which all evil springs, blighting the lands with monstrosities and cursing us all. Our greatest foe, unseen to most, until now. A witch. Gaze at this creature. Do you see her? The source of our downfall, the mother of all heretics. Do you see how even with her dying breath she tries to hex us, even within our God's own sanctum? Why, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to tear her apart with your own hands. Shh, I understand your pain. The Divine One hears your rage. But we are better than this beast. We must show mercy to her. Our God has filled me with divine power. And within his cleansing light, even you my enemy shall be redeemed in his eyes.
Inquisitor!
You are mistaken. This is a gift. The Divine One has blessed this Inquisitor with his power. And all things from our God have a purpose. Now go, my blessed subject. Go into the streets and tell everyone how our faith has triumphed over true evil. Let it be a lesson to all the heretics and liars that slander my good name and sow the seeds of chaos in our kingdom. Inquisitor, a word in private. You ruined my ceremony with that surprise of yours. If I had left it to the crowd, you'd be swinging from a rope outside the city. I want you to remember what I did for you in there. Because quite frankly, I don't know what your powers or potential are, but you are one of my weapons, and I would rather wield you than break you.
I live to serve, my lord.
Oh, you do, and don't forget it. No matter what power you manifest, you wield it in my service. That witch did not die with her secrets. It took days to break her. Most spirited animal I've ever seen tamed. I thought her screams would wake the dead. There's another out there. She was on her way to meet her sister somewhere around Wickham. You and the other Inquisitors will have the honor of tracking her down and bringing her here.
You want me to confront another witch?
Yes. And do not kill this one. Report to the Chief Inquisitor and then be on your way. Oh, and child, the witch will tempt you with words. The lies that birth heretics. And you know what we do with those, don't you?
Where am I?
Who said that?
You okay? See, you've got your traveling gear on. Guess he trusts you enough to reassign you. I wasn't sure you were going to come out of there alive. To be honest, I couldn't stand her screams either. Nothing deserves a death that agonizing. You know what it took to bring in the other? 20 guardsmen, killed or good as dead. Took Grand Inquisitor Maddox himself to subdue the witch. And I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but Maddock is nursing a pretty serious injury. Not that he'd show it. No. Still not sure if that's a reward or punishment. I've got another heretic to chase down. Committed the sin of being too influential with the poor. I hope for his sake, this one doesn't have a large family. Good luck on the witch hunt. And do try to come back alive. If I have to bury one more true friend, well, I guess that's the last I'll have to do any shoveling, huh?
Inquisitor, no.
This voice. Am I hallucinating?
Greetings, neighbor. Have you heard the latest?
Fresh meat, genuine beef, guaranteed.
Empty again.
Something upstream. That's wine from Skitos, ordered by His Majesty himself. Do you know how much it costs?
Hey, Inquisitor! Here's to you! Brothers out there!
You showed mercy when you killed that witch. I should have been in your place. I would have let her burn to ashes.
I've never seen a more disappointed crowd, even when it's their own fathers being hung.
You're not fit to hunt witches. You aren't even strong enough to beat me, and I'll prove it. To the soldiers gathered, I challenge this Inquisitor to a duel. No one will interfere until one of us yields.
Show him the light, Kazka.
Know your place, Inquisitor. You fight with ill intention. I will test this one's devotion to the cause.
Yes, Maddock.
Inquisitor, make ready.
Teach them, Maddock.
Yes, teach them!
Yes!
Yes!
That's it.
His Holiness' faith in you is justified. Still, if this power you have manifested is used in anything but his service, I will hunt you down, same as any.
As will I.
I'm better than you. And I'll turn that witch in before you're even out of the city limits. You'll see.
Inquisitors, we have orders to find and apprehend a witch. We will search the areas around Wickham. Keska, Gloomroot, Olin, Ravenholm Woods, and you.
Graveseep Swamp. Sir.
Worth a look. You all have your orders. Hunt well.
There's something beautifully grim about Mandragora. Whispers of the Witch Tree. On the surface, Mandragora is a dark fantasy action RPG. But once you start peeling back its layers, you'll see it's much more than that. This is a game about conviction. About what happens when your faith starts to fracture, and you begin to question the role you've been told to play your entire life. You're an Inquisitor, judge, executioner, and enforcer of the King Priest's will. You've spent your years rooting out heretics, silencing dissent, and believing in the order that held Faelduum together. But everything changes with one moment of hesitation, one refusal, and that's where your story really begins. What follows is over 40 hours of deeply atmospheric gameplay, dripping with lore and built around a world that's slowly being torn apart by rifts in reality. Monsters seep through these cracks, wolves, vampires, and things much, much worse. And now, as the one who was meant to uphold the system, you're the one cast out, left to fight the darkness on your own terms. And fighting is something you'll be doing a lot. Mandragora's combat is deliberately Souls-like, methodical, weighty, and brutally punishing if you get sloppy. But it's never cheap. Every dodge, every parry, every perfectly timed strike feels earned. Whether you're using a great axe, casting fire from your palms, or weaving together combo attacks, the combat clicks in a way that just feels right, especially when you land that perfect finishing blow. There are 6 unique classes to choose from: Vanguard, Flameweaver, Spellbinder, Nightshade, Wild Warden, and Vindicator. Each one opens up entirely different ways to play, and each can be customized even further with hundreds of talents across 6 progression trees. The game wants you to experiment. It rewards creativity, and it encourages you to find your playstyle, break it apart, and rebuild it stronger. That sense of growth and mastery is baked into every system, from gear crafting to talent upgrades to how you approach different enemy types. And the world, Faelduum, is haunting. It's beautifully decayed, a painterly nightmare filled with 75 unique locations that feel like they've been pulled from some forgotten Gothic fairy tale. Crimson City towers in hollow grandeur. The forests writhe with unseen threats, and hidden caves, ruins, and corrupted temples wait for you to stumble into them, if you're brave enough. What elevates all of this is the production value. Every line of dialogue is fully voiced in English, and the soundtrack, composed by Christos Antonio of Septic Flesh and performed by the Philharmonic Orchestra Prague, is genuinely stunning. It's the kind of music that doesn't just accompany the story, it pushes it. Every crescendo, every somber note. It's woven into the soul of this game. But what truly surprised me was how Mandragora balances structure and freedom. There are over 60 quests scattered across the world, and while the main story pulls you along a clear path, you're constantly pulled toward side stories, cryptic characters, and hidden lore that deepen your understanding of Faelduum's slow decay. And then there's New Game Plus, because once you finish the story, you will want more. The game knows that. So it gives you more challenge, more secrets, and more reasons to return with everything you've learned. If you're someone who lives for deep world building, punishing yet fair combat, and a story that actually makes you think, Mandragora. Whispers of the Witch Tree is going to grab you and not let go. It's not afraid to be dark, it's not afraid to be difficult. And it absolutely isn't afraid to ask, what do you become when the thing you believed in most is gone? So if you're still wondering whether this game is worth it, all I'll say is, start it. Just don't expect to walk away unchanged.
She's gone. My Vin. The wolves came out of nowhere, scared her so much she broke her reins and ran off with them on her heels. Without her, my cart's not going far, and there's nothing I can do. Down the road. I just hope they haven't caught her. Please, just find Vin. They chased her down the road, and I doubt they would just stop with her. Hey, and in case the wolves attack, here's a sharpening stone for your weapon.
It's reacting to me.
The stone, you reactivated it.
Entropy?
The corruption that eats the world. Peril, a force, an end to everything.
And what are you?
Did you find Vin?
She's safe.
Seems I may be stuck here until the Ox are less spooked. Come on, Vin. Daddy's here. It's okay. You're safe now. I'll need a place to set up camp. Since ancient times, it's said no traveler came to harm in the ruins nearby. Most merchants know of it. I'll take you there.
I followed the blacksmith along a well-worn trail, hoping the sun would hold out until we reached our destination. Ulfar was as strong as one of his oxen, but the man seemed like he wouldn't even split a log without apologizing to it first. As dusk faded, we entered a campsite under a gnarled ancient tree that I could swear was watching us. He breathed a sigh of relief, made a sign to God I did not know, and spoke.
This is the place. Best place to set up shop outside the walls of a city. Maybe business will pick up, especially if they keep turning travelers away from Wickham.
What's happening at Wickham?
Not sure. Band of musicians told me the roads have become too dangerous.
Unfortunately, that's where I'm headed.
Then, you may want to use my services before you go.
It's so peaceful here. No corruption at all. How?
This is the legacy of the witches.
What?
Can I help?
Seems I'm really on my own now. Let the adventure begin. These scavengers are never alone. I need to be careful. Idiot. This must be Old Wickham, or what's left of it. happened from this side.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Give you a choice, head or guts. Look what we got here. Show me your purse. Enjoy your pain and your Let's cut you up.
biggest rat I've ever seen. That's not natural.
Get younger all the time, they do. This one must have been ripped straight from his mother's tit before they slapped the helmet on him.
What's this? I thought they stopped trying to get the bodies. No matter. Let's get you some company, boy.